So guys, in this video we are going to talk about this host command. This host command generally receives the DNS information. So let me say host, and if you want to type google.com, you can say google.com. So on running this host google.com, we will get some basic DNS information. So it says that google.com has IP address 172. This blah blah blah, and it has IP version 6 address this one, and google.com mail server is handled by 5 servers, and these are the 5 servers that handle the Google mails. So this is the basic information, basic DNS information about the google.com. One thing you need to remember is google.com is different from www.google.com, and this www is like subdomain to the google.com, and it contains different IP address. So as you can see, google.com and this www.google.com has different IP addresses. So you no need to test this DNS, but we need to test this DNS of this google.com. That means main domain, not any subdomains. So you need to enumerate this google.com only, not any other subdomains. This basic DNS information is not necessary. That means it's very rich, and we need to manually query each and every record. You can also do that using T command. So T switch host minus T, and you need to specify what type of record you want to get that from google.com. So as you can see, as you can remember from the networking videos, we can have the A record as a mapping between domain name and the IP version 4 address, right? So now google.com has address this one. This is the IP address for this corresponding google.com, and we can also query the quad A record, that is mapping from domain name to IP version 4 address. If I type enter, we will get the IP version 6 address. This is the basic information we have seen by running the basic host google.com command. Now we can also query whatever DNS record we want. Let's say pointer record. This points to any other subdomain. So google.com has no any pointer records. Now let's type for MX, that is for mail exchange servers, and this google.com has these 5 mail servers. Alright, now what we are going to do is we are going to query for name servers. Alright, now we have got this 4 name servers for the google.com. As you can see, these name servers can transfer the DNS records. And if we recall from the networking section, the DNS video, generally this zone transfer is done when there is a server failure or maintenance of a name server. So in that case, if any data deletes, then this name server will ask another name server for DNS records. That is called DNS zone transfer. So if there is any organization, if you are pen testing about the DNS enumeration, then if any of their DNS names servers misconfigured in a way that the zone transfer has been allowed to everyone, so it means that if these name servers are not configured properly, then the DNS zone transfer can be done even for a normal user. So let me show you that. You need to say host minus L, and you need to specify the original domain google.com, and you need to type this name server here. So we are asking the list of the DNS records for the google.com domain from this name server. As you can see, transfer failed because Google has securely configure this name servers, like by putting the access control list and so on. So let's ask this name server for NS4. So it's also transfer failed. So let's ask this name server 3. So transfer failed. So this is the basics of the host command. You can just query any record you want, and you can also check if there is a zone transfer allowed for normal user. So for that purpose, let me show you one domain, that is zonetransfer.me. This is the domain that is built for testing the DNS zone transfers. As you can see, zonetransfer.me has the IP address and the mail servers are this one. Now let me check for name servers. -t for NS, name NS transfer name servers. Now the DNS zonetransfer.me have the 2 name servers. Let me query these name servers if we can ask that all DNS records. So what you want to type is, we want to type this name server. So as you can see, there is a lot of output here. We got the whole bunch of information from this name server for the domain zonetransfer.me. So zonetransfer.me has IP version 4 address and the name servers and the pointer server and pointer record, and also there are so many subdomains. You can see ASF DBbox, Canberra office, and all these are IP version 4 addresses. And you can see deadbeef subdomain has IP version 4, and you can see there are a lot of subdomains here, right? So this name server successfully given our DNS zone information. So this is particular zone information from this stored in this name server. We can also query this name server also. Let me do this. All you have to type is, we need to change this to. So we have got this information too. I think we got the same information because these 2 name servers contain same information. So what is use of this asking the zone records? Means if any website or the domain having some tests, test websites or testing subdomains, they will test any application using this subdomains. So if there is some sensitive information or there is a possible of bugs in that testing subdomains, so in that way you can find the subdomains and you can pretty much you can move on from that. So this is all about the host command. Host command generally is used for DNS information, but we can also ask for zone transfer.